because we have kids. My wife and I wake up and make cinnamon rolls, and I try to find the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But because we only have a few streaming services, I can never find it. It takes 30 minutes for me to figure out how I'm going to watch it. Well, by the time we get halfway through the parade, the kids don't want to watch it anymore. And I'm yelling at them to come sit down and watch it because this is tradition and you're going to enjoy this and have so much fun. I look forward to oh my gosh, what's the really popular
Macy's Thanksgiving Parade?
No, the balloon.
Snoopy. Is Snoopy one of the most popular ones?
Is it
That's
Snoopy?
what I was going to guess.
I would say Snoopy.
And I've never seen it before, but I would have guessed that.
Did you actually enjoy the parade when you were a kid, though?
No, I didn't like to sit and watch all of that.
It's a parent thing. Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Well,
my
and
parents
then,
would put it on and I'd be like...
I mean, I don't want to be rude, but even as a parent, sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, this is boring.
Yeah.
I don't like the musical acts that perform.
Well, yeah.
Oh, so now you
Snoopy?
have a problem with
who's the most famous
musical acts.
The problem with the musical acts are it's so obvious that they're just lip syncing. They're not doing it well. Here's the problem. They are singing modern Christmas songs, trying to make it seem like these are, songs that we have this deep emotional attachment to, and we don't. Right?
No, I've never seen the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
What?
I've never seen that. I've never seen it. I
Yes,
know what it
you
is.
have.
No, I know what it
There's no way.
is. I've never seen it.
You never accidentally were
No.
scrolling through YouTube.
I think the most I've ever seen it was that episode in Friends where they show a clip of it. There's an episode in Friends
How
where
many years were you in a coma and that you missed everything?
You even knew that Snoopy was one of the most popular.
Well, yeah, because you see clips of it on social media and again, probably the most that I've ever seen of it was it's an episode of Friends.
Yes.
Where Joey is supposed to be down there, but he oversleeps and then has to rush down there, and they're watching it on their TV in the little Friends apartment.
So you have Macy's Thanksgiving Day awareness, but not affiliation.
Yes.
I just thought that was something that everybody did.
I don't think I would wager money that not a single person watches it from beginning to end. You just catch little bits anyway.
Yeah, it's insufferable if you're going to watch the whole thing.
Absolutely. I think it's 9 hours long.
If you watch one marching band, you've watched all of them.
Well, I'm a marching band guy, so I
then
disagree.
Why do you feel...
Shout out to the low brass.
Yes.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, if squash can make you smile.
Is that's a Thanksgiving song?
VeggieTales?
Yeah, they talk about squash and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And you know the
Food.
VeggieTales song, but you've not watched Macy's Thanksgiving Day
I grew
Parade.
up with VeggieTales. I did not grow up with the Thanksgiving Parade.
All of these things are adjacent. They can all happen in the same universe.
I
called
can't help
our
that
life.
I didn't grow up with that.
That's fine. I'm not angry. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not angry.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, that is because the end of the parade
It's Christmas.
Santa. It's the turning of the page.
What?
The end of the parade is Santa. He's the last thing in the parade.
What?
Santa's sleigh is the last float. He's there ushering in Christmas. It is now time.
Well, because many people believe that Mariah Carey is the one to officially usher in the Christmas season, right? It's a whole little bit. Halloween will come to its end, and then she'll come out with like a little video, and then it's like, it's time, whatever. And then it's like, oh, it's officially Christmas. So what you're saying is that the Thanksgiving parade, right?
Well, I think technically you said it.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, though, is that everyone watches it. It's a celebration for Thanksgiving, and then they do the official leaf turning at the end to usher in.
I think what you're saying is that Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has the same function as Mariah Carey's song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And if one of them fails, we have a backup to usher in Santa.
Yeah,
because
because I mean, they're on the same team.
Yeah, presumably.
So Macy's is like the mascot, if you will, whatever, the vessel for Thanksgiving, and then they pass the theoretical torch
Yep.
to Mariah Carey.
Who then
For
passes it to
Christmas.
Santa. I mean, you're definitely onto something. I think you're really close. So even though I've watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for years and years, probably decades, I didn't realize how it started. I thought that it was just kind of a corporate strategy to make everybody want to shop at Macy's. But apparently it wasn't. It came from the employees that worked at Macy's that had European roots. And these immigrants that were employed there asked Macy's if they could have a holiday celebration to kick off the Christmas shopping season. So Macy's said yes. And fun fact, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was actually called, and this was in 1924, the Macy's Christmas Parade. And it wasn't until a year or so later that they changed the name to the Thanksgiving Day Parade. But they did have it on Thanksgiving Day. To them, it really was the gateway to Christmas. And Santa has always been the last act.
There you go. The more you know.
And when it started, it actually featured animals from the Central Park Zoo.
Did you know that they...
Was that one of the animals? No. Or was that one of the...
Early on in the parade, they actually would just release the balloons into the sky, too.
I'm sure they were biodegradable back then.
Good luck, everybody else.
It was just completely asbestos. Yeah. No, I'm kidding about the asbestos
we're back at the asbestos from White Christmas.
Yeah. So they would, they didn't have a plan for any safety on deflating the balloons. They were just like,
And that's what made the 20s such a special time, because safety regulations just didn't exist.
I mean, these balloons would float around for days.
They're still out there.
They had a $100 reward if people would bring the balloon back once it finally downed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
$100 to the person that can bring in Felix the cat.
These are the modern day UAPs that everybody's seeing. It's just Snoopy from 1924 flying around.
That was actually a really good 1920s announcer
Thank
voice.
you very much.
That was good. And that first one, it actually had, it was hugely successful, 250,000 spectators. But it wasn't as long of a course. It went from, and if you're familiar with New York, it went from 145th Street in Harlem down to 34th Street at Herald Square. Today, the route is 2.5 miles, if anybody cares.
What do you think the biggest obstacle they have at the parade is?
The Great Depression.
It's not that. No. I mean, maybe for a few years that was an obstacle. No, it's just wind. It's wind.
They still have that problem today.
We haven't solved it yet. Yeah, it still exists. Yeah, I actually pulled up a lot of what are the biggest mishaps in Macy's Day history. It's all just wind related. And lampposts too.
Oh gosh.
They're so pointy.
I'm not going to lie. I do love watching when the balloons veer off the route.
It happens every year.
Carry some of the handlers away.
So what actually happens in it? It's literally just...
It's a parade.
Well,
but it's like just
a parade.
It's just like balloons.
Well, you've got balloons.
Right? Is
They're
that what you're
large.
saying?
Okay, everybody likes really big balloons. I'm sorry.
No.
They're 5 to 6 stories tall, some of them. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You know what? The balloons are great. Everybody loves giant balloons. Everybody except you loves giant balloons.
Well, what? I mean,
And
wait.
lampposts, apparently.
I don't have a problem with lampposts.
But it's not just, you've been to a parade. You know what that is, right?
I actually don't know if I've been to a parade.
But you know the term parade.
I'm going to ask
Yeah.
again, how many years were you in a coma? And missed
All
that?
of the years.
I'm sorry that you both have been alive an additional 20 years more than me.
Maybe, but we couldn't avoid a parade.
We've enjoyed
Or
20
the
more
term.
years
I
of
feel like
parades.
parades have been really probably phased out
Not at all.
since your time in the youth.
Yes, I don't go to a lot of parades, but I like to watch the Macy's one. And it's not just balloons. They have musical acts. Again, I said I don't love the lip syncing. You have marching bands from all over the country. There are dancing and different performances. The Radio City Rockettes are a huge part of it as well.
I
And I
feel
think
like
everybody
I could-
appreciates that.
I feel like I could see the appeal if you are there in person, but those kinds of things do not translate well over TV. Because then, like you said, it becomes boring and a little bit repetitive. In person, I am sure it is like a wonderful, fun little thing. Whatever.
I don't know. It is fun to watch the announcers in hour 4 where they're like, "Oh, here he comes. This is the M&Ms.
This is the 52nd year of the M&M balloon," and they give you some fact about it that you don't care about. And you go, "Wow, kids, look at how big that M&M is." And they pause for a few seconds. They go, "Wow, that's cool." And they go back to what they're doing. But
not my kids. They'll go, "Can I have some M&Ms?"
Yeah.
The scene in Ghostbusters was in the parade. What am I thinking of?
Oh, no. You're just talking about when the Marshmallow Man comes alive?
Oh, is that
Stay Puft?
unrelated?
No, that's
It's not a parade, but similar.
That is possession by an ancient evil force.
Yeah.
We're just talking about
Is that
it.
a Christmas movie?
No.
Yes.
Ghostbusters is not. I'll give
No,
you
'cause it-
Batman Returns, Gremlins, Die Hard, Ghostbusters is where I draw the line.
Oh, it's Ghostbusters 2 that I'm thinking about.
Also,
It's a Christmas movie.
is it?
It's a Christmas movie.
But I think the way they do the parade and the way they have the commercial breaks is very strategic because you can be decorating your tree in between and you can check on all of your Thanksgiving meal prep that you're doing too. So you kind of have it on in the background. You wait to see your favorite float or balloon or musical performance. Santa's coming at the end. And then when it's done, then you know your meal's ready, your tree's decorated, your kids are bathed and in their Sunday's finest, and you're ready to have a nice Thanksgiving meal.
Bunch of football games on. You just have those on low volume in the background. You eat a bunch of food. You go so hard with the food that you end up just falling asleep on a couch watching a football game. And then you wake up when the pie is being served.
I don't see any way anybody could not get on board with that.
So I think I see the problem here. It's because how much do you guys help with the meal prep?
That's a great question. And it's going to lead me into the word that I was going to bring up. Yeah. So I do a ton with the meal prep. I am the turkey man.
Okay, so it's just the turkey.
It is the turkey. Well, no,
But, like,
I mean,
only-
we do turkey. sometimes we do
No,
ham
no.
also.
You said we.
Well,
You.
collectively.
Well, just the
What you do.
collective. We
Well,
all agree on what we're going to eat, and then I cook the turkey. And I have
Okay.
learned
Okay.
a new way to cook the turkey.
I get it now.
How do you cook it?
Well, so originally what we would do the long cook. Like, I think you set the oven to like 180. Yeah,
Wow.
which is just warm.
Yeah.
It's
Just warming it up.
livable,
Yep.
you know, and it cooks, I think 17 plus hours, but it is so good. And it cooks
17
hours. You just let that thing
You
live in
started
there,
at the beginning of the parade and it's ready by the time the parade's done.
No, this is very much the morning before is preparation and then going for it. But I've learned a new way to cook it. It is called spatchcocking.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this?
I think I have heard of it.
It's
It
a great way
involves- you got to
smoke it
break
that way.
the
Yeah,
you got to break the backbone.
you open it all up and then and it looks like a frog the way it's laid out flat. And that way you can put it in the smoker, the oven, wherever you want to cook it. And it cooks reasonably faster because everything's spread out more and you don't have that big cavity in the middle that's kind of keeping the cooler air in the middle. Ooh, and you don't want to cook the turkey with the bag of giblets inside of it. You have to take that out. Yeah.
Is it giblets or giblets?
It's gibberlets. We said it right 3 times in a row.
Tatum, next time you're at the store, ask if the turkey has gibberlets or not.
Let's call the store right.
Cooking the turkey, smoking the turkey, deep frying the turkey. It is a rite of passage for anybody to take over the turkey duties from their parents. I'm going to be honest. My parents still do the turkey in our family. We go and celebrate. I used to always make the green bean casserole. And I thought, wow, what a chef. It's like 3 ingredients.
I'm not a fan.
But I still
And there are people that are going to listen to this and they're going to get very angry at
It's me.
People that
I'm
love
angry.
me are going to be very angry. I'm not a fan of
green bean casserole is my favorite. I think
It's fine.
that's the centerpiece and the turkey is just the garnish.
it's fine, but I'm motivated to get in the things. Stuffing, dude. I got to keep room for stuffing.
Yep.
Cranberry sauce. I don't know where y'all land with that. It's an iffy kind of a gray area with a lot of people, but if it's cranberry sauce that is made from scratch, where you boil those little rock hard cranberries for a little. You're looking at me like you don't know what a cranberry is.
I know what a cranberry is.
We are 3 episodes in. I think I've just realized that Tatum has no experience with any holidays.
No, really just general things that are around her at all times. What does a parade do?
Cranberries. That's what we got stumped on.
Gibberlets? That didn't stump you up at all. You just sat there staring at us. Cranberries. But if those cranberries are if the cranberry sauce is made from scratch, it's really good.
Well, and did you want to say anything?
On a complete tangent.
Okay, take us where you want to go, Miss Thanksgiving.
No, there's not much to discuss with Thanksgiving that's new. It's the same thing. It's the same food. Doesn't even have any songs. But if it did, like, what would it even be about?
I can give you 50 Thanksgiving songs right now. And I bet you didn't know who's widely considered the mother of Thanksgiving, who helped usher in the modern Thanksgiving and Christmas as we know it.
You mean it's not Tatum?
It's not.
Weird.
Her name is Sarah Josepha Hale, and that's why this episode is called Hale Yeah, It's Thanksgiving. Born in 1788, Sarah Josepha Hale is considered one of the most influential cultural editors in American history. For 40 years, she was the editor of Godey's Lady's Book, and it was one of the most widely read magazines in the United States before the Civil War. It had, at its highest point, 150,000 subscriptions. So through Godey's, she was able to shape national taste, including things like home life, morality and religion, fashion and domestic arts, and holiday customs. She never held a public office, yet she created traditions that define the American holidays that we celebrate today. Sarah spent 30 years lobbying for a national Thanksgiving. Starting in the 1820s, Hale wrote dozens of editorials, countless letters to governors, and letters to 5 different U.S. presidents. Her argument was always the same. We needed a national day of gratitude that would unify the country both morally and spiritually.
I'm on board.
And for that reason, she's called the Mother of Thanksgiving. She helped shape the look and feel of Thanksgiving through Godey's Lady's Book by coming up with menus, recipes, table settings, imagery of family gatherings, and moral essays about gratitude. Most of these things were actually her invention. The turkey is the centerpiece, the pumpkin pie, emphasizing the home and the hearth, and Thanksgiving as a domestic, family-centered, moral feast. So she didn't just lobby for the holiday, she created it.
I mean, just take a step back for a second and think about that. You know, like, what's the last thing that you guys lobbied for?
Like, at what point would you just want to give up?
After being turned down by how many presidents would you maybe change your approach?
How thrilled do you think she is that now we do things like the turducken?
Just an abomination.
We stuff 3 birds together now.
And we eat so much of it, we pass out watching grown men tackle each other. And then we go spend all of the money we don't have on stuff we don't need. Thank you, Sarah Josepha Hale, for this
what a martyr.
Just as she envisioned
blessing. I mean, it was crazy because during the Civil War, she wrote Lincoln and again urged that Thanksgiving become a national holiday and that it would be held on the same day all across the states. And Lincoln agreed, declaring the first official nationwide Thanksgiving for the last Thursday in November 1863.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. Do you think Lincoln was more just like, you know, he's got a civil war going on and he's like, for the love,
I don't care, just stop writing me
these letters. I've got so much going on. Do the thing with the turkey already. I don't care.
Do the thing with the
turkey. I don't care about your pumpkin pie. People are dying. So in addition to her contributions for Thanksgiving and the place settings and the food that we eat, she also helped normalize Christmas as a family-centered domestic holiday. And I know we've talked a lot about the origins of the modern Christmas experience, but remember, go back to the early 1800s. In America, Christmas was not really uniformly celebrated. You had the puritanical influence where Christmas was actually frowned upon, and you could be fined if you celebrated Christmas back then. Christmas was often a rowdy kind of secular celebration, and it wasn't really a national tradition. So what Sarah Hale did was she used Gotti's Lady's Book to portray Christmas as more of a moral, religious, family-centered holiday. It was centered around the home, and she brought the idea of Christmas to the children, making it a magical experience and holiday for children. And then she also emphasized gift giving, decorating, and family rituals. And at the time, this was fairly radical for American Christmas life. So she published the first American images of the modern Christmas tree too. So 1850, Gotti's Lady's Book published an engraving of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert around their Christmas tree.
I mean, it's just crazy because it's like she was basically telling us the exact thing that worked, you know?
Yeah.
How do you just wake up one day and you're like, yeah, Christmas trees. Of course. Let's put this thing right here next to it because it's going to be so good for the economy.
I don't know. I would say, and this is a shout out to all of the mothers and mother figures out there who hold the traditions together for the family, right? Like my mother did that. My wife does that for our family. These are our traditions. So
absolutely, Sarah
Hale really is fitting that title of the mother of Christmas and Thanksgiving because it was important to her, assuming, she was raising 5 children on her own. She wanted them to have this picture perfect experience at Thanksgiving and Christmas. And she felt so strongly about it. She lobbied for that for everybody.
She created this holiday season. I mean, she didn't create it, but she envisioned this holiday season that would encompass the end of the year. It would kind of put for lack of a better word, a big bow on the end of the year. It would take us into this comfortable place. And for most parts of the country, some of the more brutal winter weeks are happening. It's cold, it's overcast, it's sad, but she incorporated this idea of first gratitude. Let's be thankful for everything that we have, and then giving. Let's give as much as we can to the people around us. The Thanksgiving to Christmas idea.
Absolutely. And because we don't have time to listen to the whole letter that she wrote Lincoln in 1863, Tatum's going to give us the very last paragraph to give us just an idea of how Sarah Josepha Hale influenced Thanksgiving.
Now, the purpose of this letter is to entreat President Lincoln to put forth his proclamation appointing the last Thursday in November, which falls this year on the 26th, as the national Thanksgiving for all those classes of people who are under the national government particularly, and commending this Union Thanksgiving to each state executive. Thus, I have to breathe. I went too long without breathing. So sorry. Thus, by the noble example and action of the President of the United States, the permanency and unity of our great American festival of Thanksgiving would be forever secured. An immediate proclamation would be necessary so as to reach all the states in season for state appointments. Also to anticipate the early appointments by governors. Excuse the liberty I have taken. With profound respect, yours truly, Sarah Josepha Hale.
Hell yeah. That was good reading.
And then 5 days later, President Lincoln responded with,
"Lady, we're in the middle of a war. For the love, do whatever you want."
So that's what gets us to the Thanksgiving that we know and love. So we all owe a little bit of gratitude if you love the gravy, the stuffing, the pumpkin pie, and all the trimmings to Sarah Hale.
I just think there's so much to this because the fact that she even called out the Christmas tree, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to a Christmas tree and the tradition that we have behind it.
Absolutely. Well, we were on a trip to Pennsylvania, and I think that was the birthplace of the Christmas tree.
That's what I heard,
if I'm not mistaken. So let's look at that.
And Belschnickel.
Is it really?
No way.
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania is the
like his
birthplace
whole
of
thing is
Belschnickel?
Pennsylvania Dutch, Why would that not be in Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Our next episode is the Christmas tree in Belschnickel.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
Perfect. Getting back to Thanksgiving and Christmas, thank you, Sarah, Hale. Together, they mark the beginning and the end of the holiday season, and it's a time often characterized by reflection, gratitude, generosity, and gathering, all the things that she was lobbying for. And Sarah would be proud today because Thanksgiving grounds people in gratitude and connection, while Christmas elevates that gratitude into expressions of joy, giving, and wonder. So you can say Thanksgiving looks back with thankfulness, while Christmas looks forward with hope.